What's up, guys? My name is Aaron, and this is going to be my review of Project ET, or Esco Terrestrial, the latest compilation mixtape by DJ Esco. But in essence, this is pretty much another Future mixtape. He's on pretty much all the songs except like 3 or 4. Future's my favorite artist in hip-hop right now. I just love his kind of like dark, animalistic way of rapping, and just like his subject matter is just really interesting to me. And like he always has like the best like trap production like out there. So whenever he has a project coming out, I'm always like really into it because he's just like really consistent with his like recent run for the last like year or two. He's just really good. And like all those other mixtapes since Monster, he's doing what he does best. He really takes on this like anti-hero persona in his music, almost like a hip-hop version of Mad Max. And like whenever he does that, he just sounds so fascinating to me. Like he's different than any other rapper out there right now. On the song Thot, he's talking about women who would easily like have sex with him without him really trying. I know that it kind of sounds a little bit hypocritical of me to say that because I'm really not that way, like to be like misogynistic and stuff. But I feel like whenever Future does it, he just takes on this dark persona. He's just like really like ominous whenever he's talking about something like that. I just feel like it's really interesting whenever he does it. He's just being super disrespectful about like these women and stuff like that, and it's just really like, even though like I kind of like cringe a little bit, like it's just really fascinating to me. And he sounds really like evil on this track, and especially the track 100 Racks. He has like this kind of like an animalistic like growl to him on the hook of the song. He really does sound like an evil like character, and he just kind of like exudes that really well, even though the song was just kind of like a braggadocious song about him having a lot of money and stuff. On the song Party Pack, he's talking about his choice of drugs at this party, and you have Ray Schmurder, who bring off this like really energetic, youthful vibe that they always bring to songs. It's a really cool mixing of those two different types of vibes, and it's one of my favorite tracks on the album. He really does continue the like path that he's taken on the majority of the songs that he's on, and like his other mixtapes, I feel like the production is consistently really great. It's handled by people like Metro Boomin, Zaytoven, Tarantino, Southside, people that are known for that like kind of dark, gritty trap sound. If you're not really a huge fan of trap music, you're not gonna like this mixtape, but I'm a huge fan of their sound, so whenever Future's on this type of production, it's usually like a really good song to me. Like again, like on the song 100 Racks, he kind of has this like magical vibe to the song. I think due to the like synthesizers that are on the song, it kind of reminds me of like an 80s movie like E.T. or something like that. For the rest of the song, it's like really dark and kind of sinister, and I really like that like mixing together. On the song Champagne Shower, it has this kind of like anthemic vibe to it that really sells the message of the song. And then My Blower, that has like this like really dark tribal quality to the song. It kind of makes you feel like you're in a jungle or something like that, like something like in Tomb Raider and Indiana Jones or something like that. And I really like that like tribal vibe of it. Uniformly, I think this album has really great production and parts, and it's like mostly a continuation of the sound that Future's been cultivating over the past 2 years. I feel like the features aren't bad. Ray Schmurder, Rich Homie Quan, and Young Thug, to a lesser extent, they have pretty impressive features that actually kind of warrant them being on the songs. I feel like the rest of them weren't bad, like Drake, Juicy J, and 2 Chainz. They weren't really bad, but they didn't really add as much as those other people did. But in spite of all of that, I feel like this is really Future's show, and I feel like it's really just a showcase to his kind of like debaucheriness and like his sinister vibe. But the songs that don't feature Future, they're either like just bad songs or they're just kind of forgettable. Like the song Stupid and Crazy. It has like a really good DJ Mustard beat. Like I feel like on the past like year or two, he's kind of dropped off the face of the earth, but this beat was really good. It's kind of soulful, and it kind of has like the vibes that you would expect from DJ Mustard, but I feel like he's kind of evolved with this track. But then Casey Veggies just comes on this song, and he just sounds very like bored and like kind of like he doesn't want to be there, and I feel like that kind of throws the entire track off, and it just becomes like unlistenable to me. In the other songs that are on the album, they're just kind of forgettable. Like you hear them and they're out the ear the next second that you're finished listening to them. The only thing I feel like this mixtape is that it's kind of like, it feels like throwaways. I feel like he didn't really try as hard with this project, or these are just songs that were kind of like left on the cutting board and he just threw them on here. Songs like Juice and Married to the Money, which kind of sounds like an old Future song, they just sound like he just threw them on here just because he just needed to fill up time. I hope this is just because this is a DJ Esco tape that he kind of just threw this on because kind of wanted to pad out the running time, because I like how his previous mixtapes and albums have been really short and really to the point, and I feel like if he kind of pads out the running time, then it kind of loses the magic that he's cultivated with. But overall, I liked the album. I felt like there were cool songs that kind of continued his like progression into this like really dark and sinister vibe that he's been making. Really great production overall, with people like Metro Boomin, Southside, Tarantino, and Zaytoven making appearances on this mixtape. And I feel like Future's presence is just really cool. I just love his voice. I love his sound. I just love Future. He's just like one of my favorite artists. I just love how like committed he is to this dark persona. I felt like some of the other artist songs that didn't feature Future weren't as great, or they just were plain bad, and I felt like there was a lot of throwaways on this mixtape that you could have done without, and you just would have had like a kind of shorter to the point mixtape. But overall, I would give this a 7 out of 10.
Sensational.
I think this is definitely worth a listen if you're a Future fan. I feel like you would find some songs that you would throw onto your playlist or whatever like that. If you're not really a Future fan, this isn't like the amazing thing that's gonna make you a Future fan. So what did you guys think? Did you like the mixtape? Did you hate the mixtape? Let me know in the comments what you thought, and thanks for watching, guys. Thanks, guys. Bye.